Hey guys, hope you're doing alright. Sorry I had a video out in a few days, just been quite busy with other stuff. But yeah, today I just wanted to really talk about a few trends in terms of like cancel culture that's happened in the past 2 weeks roughly. So that there's been like three sort of cases I'd want to talk about it specifically. So the first one I guess we should start with is that Harvard graduate on TikTok, and she said something along the lines of, "I want to stab at people who say all lives matter," and yeah, she said that on a TikTok video, and she ended up losing her job. Um, so should that have happened? Well, yeah, obviously it's the company's decision ultimately, but was what she said actually that bad? Well, I think when I read the transcripts and read a video and saw the video, it was more like she was saying it in jest in her defence. You know, it's like, oh, I feel like, stabbing some people when they say all lives matter and stuff. And it was actually an incitement to violence. But that said, if like someone said, oh, I feel like stabbing people who say Black Lives Matter, like, you know, I can't see people giving it as charitable interpretation anyway. So it's a bit like, well, fuck her. You know, she was a Harvard graduate. Seemed quite spoiled and entitled, typical kind of, Antifa demographic. But anyway, yeah, like so it's. I'm all for free speech, and I think she has a right to say that. But I suspend my sympathies for her losing her job because well, that's leftist privilege that normally wouldn't happen. And well, that takes us to another example, quite similar, of the Cambridge University academic. And I won't try and pronounce her name because I'll probably get my channel deleted for terms of service violation or something. But yeah, she said like in a tweet, like I'll say it again: white lives don't matter. And yeah, I mean, Twitter actually deleted her tweet, which was quite astonishing. I thought, Twitter's generally, I think they kind of like that kind of rhetoric. But anyway, yeah, the tweet got deleted, and Cambridge University actually promoted her to a full-time professor, or like full professor, and like and they defended her completely for saying that, and they condemned like people being racist for like having a go at her for saying white lives don't matter. I don't know how that works, but anyway, it's kind of different to the previous example because the previous example there was a little bit of room for interpretation from the context. Like she was just saying it in jest because she was like angry at someone. But this one, like I'll say it again, white lives don't matter. Like she is doubling down, and that is a pretty unambiguous statement, right? And so that is just that. Yeah, that's just pretty clearly just yeah, hatred. And but yeah, Cambridge, really far left university that seems to hate free speech, doesn't mind that, in fact likes it and openly condemns it, promotes it at professorship. And yeah, that's astonishing. And then obviously you have the contrast that's been in the news most recently, I'd say, or yeah, David Starkey. He said that slavery wasn't a genocide, that's why you have so many people of colour, paraphrasing around. And I honestly I think that was a pretty provocative thing for him to say. I think a lot of people see it as him trivializing the slave trade, which obviously was bad, you got to admit. I mean, like technically he might be right, since like he wasn't aiming to slave trade didn't explicitly kill people of a certain group or whatever, although the Arab slave trade sort of did. But anyway, that's for another video. And so yeah, so like yeah, he's technically right, but like it's kind of trivializing what happened in a way by saying it's not something like what that's like. You can say, oh, the Holocaust wasn't slavery. It's a bit like saying that, right? Because obviously that was a genocide, but they weren't technically slaves. So yeah, Anyway, I think there should obviously be a conversation around it and stuff, and I disagree with his statement in a way, but I don't think it's as bad as the previous two examples. But of course, what happened to him? Well, he got completely cancelled. It's a victim of cancel culture entirely, and so yeah, the double standard really is manifesting. Yeah, and even with the first example, the Harvard graduate, she so many people rushed to her defense, as you'd expect. But yeah, like you just imagine the first two examples, the white lives don't matter, and I'll kill people who say all lives matter. Imagine that being like, the shoe being on the other foot. Yeah, right. They probably. I think, yeah, someone I was talking to said, that if like someone had said, "Oh, I'll kill you, I'll stab anyone who says Black Lives Matter," they'd probably be in a federal prison right by now. Yeah, so it's just a crazy double standard, and yeah, because of that, it's hard to have much sympathy for the girl who lost her job. Cambridge University can go fuck itself, honestly. I mean, yeah, like they're not having any in-person classes until next summer or autumn, and yeah, so maybe that will help reduce indoctrination. I don't know, but yeah, it's a vile institution. Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, just it's one of those things where like you're kind of lost for words, about how like such a professional institution as Cambridge University could could react to their professor, one of their or trainee professors or whatever she was at the time, saying that. And yeah, it's just it's pretty disgusting in my opinion. But yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to say on that topic. So yeah, please, like, subscribe, leave a comment if you wanted to make a good point or something. Yeah, have a good day.